Now, I will kind of preface this with we don't go to church, and that's not a bad or good thing. It's just it's the reality of the situation. I grew up with parents who were raised like very strict Catholic. They got married and decided that that was not for them, and so they sort of leaned the complete other way and raised my brother and I without any, faith or religious influence at all. And my husband's sort of the same. And so we're not necessarily people that talk about God or believing or having that faith because we don't really know what to talk about. But so my youngest daughter, about 4 or 5 months ago, sitting on the couch one day after school, and she's like, "Hey mom, will you pray with me before bed?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." I don't really know how to pray, but okay, sure, we'll figure this out together. And so we did. And then we did it again the next night, and then a few weeks later we did it again, and it was all driven by her. So I'm kind of like, all right, like we'll kind of go with the flow. And it sort of turned into, I would say it's more of what she's grateful for, which I love. We've always sort of practiced gratitude with our kids, and I'm huge on that. But she would, she'd pray to God and she'd want me to sit with her, or she'd want me to do it with her. And so that was fine. That was good. Then we kind of didn't do that anymore. She didn't mention it, so I didn't really bring it up. And then a couple months ago, she mentioned, "Hey, why don't we go to church? Or I think I want to go to church." And I was like, "Right now?" It's like a Wednesday night. And she's like, "No, but I want to go to church." And so she said it. And I think back now, I probably ignored it a little bit because I was like, "Oh, I haven't been to church outside of weddings and funerals. I haven't been to church since I was 12. We're talking 30 plus years. I wouldn't know where to go. I wouldn't know what to do." And so I kind of ignored it because I didn't really want to take her. But then just last week, actually, before we spoke and reconnected, she said it again. And she said, "I really want to go to church." And so I reached out to a friend of mine who sort of went through a little bit of a journey over the past few years with her and her own mother and her son. And I was like, "Hey, what should I do with this?" She's 7. So it's not like she knows 100% what's going on in the world, but I don't know how to proceed because this is way out of my comfort zone. I don't know where to go, what to do. And so a friend sort of gave me some advice, what to look for, and just to take her and sort of let her explore that and see where it goes. And at first I was kind of like, do I really want to do this? Because again, I wasn't necessarily raised having a bad connotation, but it wasn't ever something that we were open to. What I've realized that me not being open to it with her is kind of doing her a disservice because it's not up to me to choose what she believes in or who she believes in or, whatever. So we're going to go to church.